Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss Brauner's barrel rolling tradition on Repeal Day. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Tim Swaya, Kathy Poole, and Darren McRoy.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, so yeah, we're going to be talking about Brauner and this tradition that he does. And is this a thing? I always like to think that there's a bucket list of things you need to do. And is participating with Brauner on one of these barrel rolls on Repeal Day, December 5th, is that a thing? We'll talk about that after the break. He's even expanded it this year. We'll talk about that as well. And we'll explain exactly what this barrel roll is and why he does it, all that kind of stuff. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, McNew said there's something you want to talk about, though. What is that, McNew?
So this might be a boring topic, but I thought of it the other day because I was folding laundry, and I'll usually listen to a podcast, but I was caught up on everything I listened to. So I just turned on the TV in the bedroom, and Wedding Crashers was on. And I used to love this movie, but now I'm like, I never think about it. But if it's on, I watch it. So I'm like, this is a good laundry folding movie. So I was wondering, what do you guys like in the background? Like, you're not really watching it, but it's like nice to have on. Like, you wouldn't sit down on a Saturday and be like, I want to watch this.
Yes. I will say there's two things I like for just background noise that I don't necessarily want to pay attention to. One would be Cardinals baseball. I like having it on. I don't necessarily, I'm not sitting down. I don't have that sort of patience or time to watch a game, but it's nice to have it just in the background. That's fine. And then you can, if something's going on, you can sit and watch, an at-bat or something like that. So that would be one. And then the other one is now just a default for me because I've watched it so much and I just enjoy moments of that. And so Seinfeld is one I could just start and have going in the background. And then there will be time when I'm like, oh God, this is great. It's such a great show where it's like, something's funny's coming up and then you'll watch it and then you'll laugh, even though you know exactly what's going to happen. So those are my two background type of things at this point. Anyone else got one or two?
I have several. So most of the time, like, I'm listening to podcasts or stuff, like, but I will have the TV on too. I might have it on mute, but again, Cardinals baseball, I agree with that one. But yeah. I rewatch NCIS like it's a day job. Like, I just kind of have it rapping all the time. Plenty of episodes. You won't see the same one for 2 years. And it's just something a little bit different. But I don't do it as much anymore because I don't have whatever streaming site it's on. But Friends, I would just let it play in the background constantly.
That's sad.
Friends is
probably recite every episode of Friends.
I could get pretty close.
Yeah.
That to me, that's a
you
bad
need to get
show.
a dog.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the Friends. I could have written that. I always say I don't like anything where if they're like Steve, you're the head writer on Friends. I could have wrote that show. It would have been the exact same quality it is on the air. I don't like that. That's, to me, Friends was too simple, kick in the nuts type of humor. What I mean by kicking the nuts, it's just an easy laugh. They go for the easy laugh all the time.
I agree.
Easy to do.
It's brainless though. That's why I like it in the background.
I like Seinfeld. Explain a Seinfeld episode. There's so much that goes in that gets packed in. I couldn't write that. You can tell me write the next episode of Seinfeld. I could never even do it. I wish I could.
Yeah,
I don't have that.
All I'm saying, Steve, is if you can write Friends episode, I think you're in the wrong industry because they made a ton of money off that show.
Sure, I know I'm in the wrong industry.
I liked adult Friends, Melrose Place. Now that was a show. That was Friends on. That was Friends. It's like Lifetime versus Hallmark.
Okay. Okay. Background shows or TV that you have on. What? Kathy, you got anything?
Well, I feel like every time you turn the TV on, some channel will be playing The Shooter, which is a movie with Mark Wahlberg.
I don't even know that. I never even heard of it.
I don't know that one either.
Really?
We live in a different universe because I never even heard of that movie.
It's always on.
I barely know Mark Wahlberg, but yeah.
Yeah. No, seriously, just turn the TV on and it's somewhere.
It's there. Okay.
Yeah. Background shows. Probably something like, I don't know. I think Schitt's Creek is more like a one-watch show. I'm not into the second viewing.
Okay.
But I love to have cooking competition shows on in the background, like
That's
Chopped.
Good. Yeah. Chopped
I can
is
have
one.
Chopped going.
Chopped is one at our house.
And I'll never remember who won.
Right.
Even if I've seen it before.
Yeah.
That's
a really good one.
Yeah,
that's one that we like to put on like
grocery
holidays.
games too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like the holiday baking championships. Like, I don't really want to pay attention to it, but I like to see what they create, and I like to see who won. So it's a good background one too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tim, what about you, man?
I enjoy watching soccer while folding laundry and having things in the background.
That's a nap time.
I will watch my English Premier League 7 a.m. You know, get me in there folding laundry, watching soccer or some type of sporting event. After that, I'll search for South Park and just laugh.
South Park would be a good one for sure. All right, McNew, you asked the question. What's your answer?
Yeah, so I think it's Wedding Crashers or Step Brothers, like anything that's like Vince Vaughn or Will Ferrell. I'm like, it's so dumb, it's good, but I'm never gonna really pay attention to it.
Yeah,
but they're funny. I'll catch the jokes. Like, I just kind of like hearing them.
I just hosted the Neelys, and they wanted to watch Christmas movies both nights they were here, and they insisted I watch Four Christmases, something I would never watch. It's a romantic comedy. I don't like that. I do like Vince Vaughn, but I don't like Reese Witherspoon. She's like a Cupid doll. It's not my thing. I'm not into Reese Witherspoon. It's not anything I'm interested in. Anything she's in. I watched that movie. I fucking loved it. It was great. The Vince Vaughn's brothers
and vomiting thing. Oh my God!
I just watched it last night for the first time. It was spectacular.
Yeah, it's great. That scene. There's nothing better than when the first one where you don't even know what to expect. You know that's going to be fucked up. But then when he goes into his house and his dad's house actually, because it's 4 different Christmas, and he's got the two brothers and they say his real name. God damn, I was
Orlando.
Yeah, Orlando.
Yeah, we're named after the cities that were conceived in.
Yeah. God damn, that was funny.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't say your name.
And he's talking about the consequences. There's consequences.
He sweeps his leg out.
Yeah. That is like his nephew jumps on him. That was great. I loved it. So, yeah. So now I'm a fan of Four Christmases. So yes, apparently I didn't even know that.
Throw that one on my list.
And Reese Witherspoon, I could tolerate her in this. So yeah, maybe I've turned a corner. Now next time we do these shows, I'll be like, have you seen the latest Reese Witherspoon movie? Huge fan.
Oh, it was exquisite in Sweet Home Alabama. It was so delightful.
I don't know why, but like I feel like a certain group, like 10 people I know have seen Four Christmases, and the rest of the world is like, what the hell is that? Like the most underrated Christmas movie ever.
It is.
It's good.
So funny.
It is very good. Yeah. So watch that one. It could be a hidden gem for people listening. Maybe you haven't seen it either. I like I said, I've heard that it's good. I've actually heard that it's good, but I just had no interest in seeing it, and the Neelys forced me. So so good stuff. All right. On that note, it is time to drink. What does everyone drink? We're starting with Kathy Cool, aka KK.
We are going to try this Buzzard's Roost for Jason Brauner. It's the Char 1 Rye.
Oh, that's a good one. That's good. Oh, does everyone want to just quit?
Mailed in time.
Rest of us just sign off now.
Get your screw tops out, folks. Yeah. It's useless. It's useless. So, but play the game if you want. All right, Darren, what do you got there, man?
I got a little bourbon from Wisconsin. Some Wallersheim bourbon.
Wallersheim.
From the ABV barrel shop. God damn it.
Yeah, that's good. Guy doesn't even know where he works.
Fly it on the set. That's what that was.
By the way, Royce is furious with you, so he shows up, comes in from out of town, and Darren's got on his Wallersheim shirt. Hey, gang.
And then the next day it was a Deerhammer shirt.
Yeah, Deerhammer, not a Neely. And if you ask me, I got a Neely family shirt. Well, you wear it when they come in, right? Right. Yeah.
I didn't know where it was. I meant to. I looked for it.
You looked for it. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. He burned a bridge there. They burned a bridge. They were thinking about hiring him. But, well, that opportunity's gone. He's stuck with us now. All right, Tim, what do you got there?
I've got a bottle of Buzzard's Roost Toasted Barrel Straight Rye Whiskey. Some would say it's very well loved.
Okay.
So, slide on the set. Nothing.
Kathy's still got the lead. I got Buffalo Trace Kosher here. The wheat recipe, by the way. This is the wheater. Nah, nothing there, but that's appropriate based on you're not going to beat Kathy, so why not just mail it in? All right, last but not least is McNew.
Yeah, not going to win anything. Very well loved Buzzard's Roost Toasted American Oak.
Okay. Oh, Basie. But yeah, Kathy takes that one easily, so congrats to Kathy and cheers.
Cheers.
Did you say Kathleen?
No, I don't think. Maybe I did.
Yeah, you said Kathleen.
Steve doesn't make an error. What you heard it wrong.
No,
Kathleen.
I make a lot of errors. That when you're doing these shows and you're just talking and you're drinking, you're going to make a lot of errors. It's going to happen. Whether you
Steve, I was trying to defend you. Play it cool.
Easy there, Darwin. Settle down.
Yes. Yeah. So, all right. On that note, we'll take a quick break. And then when we come back, it's going to be time to talk about Brauner's barrel rolling tradition. Do you know about this or not? We'll tell you what it is in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
This is Kathy Cool. I am not KK Poppins, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Brauner's Repeal Day barrel rolling tradition.
Yes, we are. So Brauner owns a bar, a pretty notable one in Bourbon's Bistro, and for years, as long as I've known him, and which you're talking 7 years now or whatever, and way before that, this is a tradition that he's been doing, forever. And the idea was on Repeal Day, you can start drinking again. He just imagines, getting a delivery. Of course, in those days, you're buying still mostly by the barrel, and that's how you're serving it to your customers, and you're tapping that or dipping it out. And putting it in bottles, perhaps. There are some bottled bourbons at this point, certainly, but it's not that uncommon. So his idea is, roll a barrel in and make it like a Repeal Day. It's like you're taking a delivery and just something he does for fun, just to kind of highlight the fact that that happened in this country, and it ended on December 5th. And I think it's a cool tradition, and he's done it at Bourbon's Bistro. Like I said, I don't, maybe from the very beginning, I'm not exactly sure, but it gets local news coverage. So, it's on the news every year and stuff like that. And I've participated in it. I've done the barrel roll. I've rolled the barrel myself as part of that. And now he's also started with Buzzard Roost, and he did both this year. So he rolled down Frankfurt Avenue, which is where the Bourbon's Bistro is, and then he's also done it down Whiskey Row for that. And of course, down Frankfurt Avenue, you're crossing the street and stuff like that, and you can get by with traffic and stuff like that. Now you're talking about downtown Louisville, and the other one, they have to go down the sidewalk, which is interesting. But they had a band playing kind of New Orleans style music, and it was
great.
Cool. Yeah, like a parade.
There need to be more celebrations of Repeal Day.
Yeah.
It came up, and I was talking about it at work, and people were like, "What is Repeal Day?"
Really?
How do you not know?
Right.
Only the most important day in American history.
What Repeal Day is.
Mm-hmm.
So many people are unaware. So we need to bring more attention to it. I think you need to do something at the ABV Barrel Shop.
Maybe we do.
I think you need to start doing things like in more places to celebrate Repeal Day.
Yeah. And it needs to be celebrated on Repeal Day. A local indie distillery, I won't name names, had theirs on Saturday. I'm like, why would you have it 3 days later? People are getting into Christmas parties and their corporate bullshit we got to do. Like, why would you
do it on the actual day? This is not one where you're like, this isn't like celebrating a president's birthday on a day that's not the day.
This is an observed holiday.
Right.
Yes.
You have to do it on the day.
I don't know. It was on a Tuesday this year. I'm like, people would come out.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah.
McNew's putting her picture out on July 4th.
Right.
Not July 7th if it's a Saturday.
Right.
July 4th.
McNew, you need to start doing a Repeal Day photo. Get everyone knowing about it. Do some awareness campaigns.
Awareness for Repeal Day.
Awareness campaign. You just wear a barrel. Well, with the old suspenders,
straps. Yes.
Yeah, the straps. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Yeah.
Man, gotta find a good photographer.
I have a couple questions about this, Steve, that you probably know because you've helped roll it. Does he use the same barrel every year?
Not necessarily. No, he grabs a barrel from Bourbon's Bistro, which he's got a lot of empty barrels around there. These are all former barrel picks. He doesn't have any barrels there that aren't barrel picks, and he grabs one, throws it in the car, takes it down to the wine rack. It actually starts at a liquor store at the wine rack, and I guess that kind of plays into it. It's also a friend of his that owns the wine rack, so and it ends up being several blocks. I mean, it's
an ordeal.
Yeah, it is.
How long does it usually take from start to finish to roll it?
About a half an hour. Yeah.
It
takes a while. Yeah. You meet down there, you get, the media's there, you're getting interviewed and stuff like that. And then you start, and the media follows you for part of it. They're not there the whole time. They're not, and then Jason's always getting, on the camera. He gets the key one. He gets to roll it whenever, whenever they're shooting the video. So yes. And then you got like a PR person, because Jason has a PR person. You got them there telling you what to do and stuff. And and then they're like,
knowing Jason, he's probably only rolling it when you have to go downhill. He's not rolling that barrel uphill. Everybody else rolls it uphill, right?
Cameras down here so they can get me coming down. Yeah.
Correct. Exactly. Makes him look taller.
Yeah.
Puts a cowboy hat on.
Opposite side of the street, so there's at least one, crossing of the street. At some point, you got to do that, and sidewalk can be a little shoddy. So there's times when you got to kind of take it out into the street anyway. So, So that's an interesting barrel roll. I haven't done the Whiskey Row one. That was again introduced this year. I'd like to do it. I think I'm going to go there for Repeal Day next year and probably.
They had a band.
Yeah, they had a band. It was cool. So yes.
I can just see it now, like you rolling it at Whiskey Row, and then you just like, because there's all those bats on the side, like for the Louisville Slugger Museum. You just breaking one of those off,
breaking stuff.
It got away from you.
Yeah. I wonder where he's rolling it from there. I don't know. I do not know that. Of course, they go to Buzzard's Roost, which is his.
Maybe they just take it around the block.
Maybe.
I would guess it starts at the Kaiser Museum. Is that
Fraser
Museum? Fraser Museum.
Yeah,
that would be sense. Yeah,
that would be a good starting point for sure. So yeah.
Well, it's on the other side of the street, though, so they would have to cross the street.
They would have to cross, but it is downhill most of the way that way. So
that's good for Jason. Yes,
that is good. It'd be good for all of us. So yes, okay. What else? You said you had more questions there. What other questions do you have?
Those were the main ones.
So you had several questions, but that's it. Okay.
Well, one of them was where do they roll it on Whiskey Row, but you don't know that one. So
I don't know the answer. No.
So this might be a dumb question. Maybe if I watched a video, I would know. But do they shut down the sidewalk, or do people just get the house away?
Nope.
Like,
everything's live. You got to work around. Yeah, and it's done. The one again, everything could be different now, but it started usually rush hour time. So, they'd like to do it when it's light, but it's late. So of course, late this time of the year is 4:00, and by that time you're getting people leaving work and stuff like that. So yeah. So,
are there any festivities after the barrel roll, or is that the main event?
At Bourbon's Bistro now, I don't know what's happening there's probably stuff at the distillery too, but at Bourbon's Bistro there'd be drink specials and stuff like that. So most people, there's a big party there, and many people don't even participate in the barrel roll. They're at the bar ready to go because they're getting a leg up on that party, which is where it's at. So you're having a drink.
In true Repeal Day fashion. Oh, I don't care where it's coming from. Get me a drink right now.
Give me a drink. I'm thirsty. Get me a drink. Yeah.
So I know that we're bourbon people, but Prohibition was really big on like bathtub gin. I wish more places would get like those little bathtub things to serve gin in on Repeal Day. Like really lean into it. That would be fun. Okay. Like that was a side note. Sorry.
Bathtub shot glasses? Bathtub? I don't know.
Yeah, they make little glasses like that. Like you can get like rubber duckies and everything.
Okay.
In them.
Okay.
So my grandmother, my dad's mom, she was a widow, and during Prohibition, she actually made bathtub gin.
Okay.
And when she wanted to sell whiskey, the kids would burn toast and float the toast in the tub to turn the liquor brown, and then they would sell it as whiskey.
Oh, she was a rectifier. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. She was doing great.
She was making money. She was a single mom.
She's making money.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Making money. Yeah. You'll be starting to
distillery soon. Great grandmother doing the same thing.
Really?
She put some fruit in mason jars.
Yeah.
Fruit.
We need grandma's recipes. Like we just need the recipe book. We'll make it.
Yeah. Would anybody here like to have lived during Prohibition? I wouldn't. I don't have any interest in that.
I would like to be like at the end, right? I would like to be there for Repeal Day. I think that would be cool.
That'd be kind of fun. Sure.
A year beforehand. I think that would be my line.
Right.
I'm really obsessed with The Great Gatsby and like F. Scott Fitzgerald and Zelda. They made it sound fun. It probably was not that fun for everybody. So if I could be their circle, yes. But for normal people, no.
It doesn't sound like drinking slowed down very much. It sounds like it became even a bigger thing during Prohibition, but it's just, technically illegal. Well, what you're doing when you're out at
everybody got sick back then, so they needed it for medicinal purposes.
Yeah, so you had the whole medicinal thing and speakeasies. There's a lot there. It sounds very romanticized, but again, it kind of sucks. And especially when you think about all that, you talk about all the elements and all that, but this is in the 20s and early 30s, and it costs $3. $3 is a lot to buy that pint of that's what it costs for the whiskey and the payment of the doctor. It costs $3 to get that pint of whiskey that you get. So that's pretty pricey. I don't know what $3 equates to in today's dollars, but pretty expensive. You can also
get it from the vet.
From the vet, okay, that's interesting. There you go. There's
you triggered your dogs. He was like, "Oh no, vet."
The dog was like, "Yes." Let's not talk about the vet. I hate the vet. Yeah. What else? Is this something you guys would ever consider doing? Would you help Brauner roll a barrel?
100%.
That would be a blast.
Sounds so cool.
Yeah, we need to do this.
So, Steve, your $3 in the 1920s would be about $46.15 today.
Okay. Yeah.
$3.
For a pint, by the way, not for a bottle. So 46 is like, well, that's not bad for for a pint. That's a lot. That's a lot. So, yeah, very, very interesting. So, there you go. So, a traditional celebration December 5th. If you are in Louisville, Kentucky, stop by either Bourbon's Bistro or Buzzard's Roost and participate in one of those great barrel rollings. I think it is something that all bourbon fans need to do at some point. And we need to figure out something we need to do at the barrel shop. I'm not sure, the initial inclination is Brauner's got such a good thing. We should roll a barrel from Lee's Chicken down the hill to our place.
Don't roll it through you guys have brick at the bottom, so
yeah.
Don't bounce it through the window.
No. So, we'll see. We'll have to come up with something, that's for sure.
Darwin will be at the end of the street ready to catch it. Don't worry.
Yeah, Darwin's on it. Yeah.
I will be goalie catcher. I'll use my face and everything.
Little hands on deck.
Small hands.
Small hands on deck. Yeah. All right, well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Darren, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures.
All right, Kathy.
He's not even going to talk about where he works anymore.
It never happened.
Find me on Instagram at KKCatStrength.
All right, Tim.
You can find me on Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, abvnetwork.com. Check that out. We've got all those shows out there you can listen to when you're on your holiday road trips. So abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, that ABV Barrel Shop, the place that needs to get a tradition on December 5th. We'll see what we can come up with for next year. Again, abvbarrelshop.com. You can sign up for email and text distribution where you'll know what is going on. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the Network.
Great job today, gang. For an we have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.